Thank you. Is that my turn? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Wanted to first of all thank the organizers for doing this and for inviting us, for all of you to be participating today. And I was hearing Henry and of course Chak and Henry and Kenny and my fellow candidate Jackie, saying all of this. And I think it's truly wonderful today that we're having this dialogue because it is very important that we sit down and we exchange our ideas and we find out what party stands for what, even though I understand that today is not about partisan, is not about attacking, it is not about all of that. Because of the time restraint, I'm just gonna say that I'm truly honored to be here with all of you today, and I wanted to say I've been in Canada for 40 years, and I've been also living and raising my family and having my businesses in Richmond for 30 years, and every issue in Richmond is very, very close to my heart because this is my home. And today, recently, we've all been in touch with this issue. That is the safe injection site. That was planning to be set up at our backyard. And I want to applaud, I wanted to commend Chak for standing up for all of us, saying no to this. Because if that voice is so important, because the consultation process was not there, period.
Yeah, right.
Like when I heard about this, people were signing up for petitions. I was like, really? What was going on? And then before I knew it, a week later, wow, it's happening.
Yeah.
And it's passed. I was there for 2 days in a row. The first night, I was the last one to leave. And I didn't have a chance to sit inside because there were so many people. And I had to be sitting outside. I had a chance to talk to people, even after the meeting. People from left, people were for yes, people were for no, people were angry, people were I was totally appalled by the fact that this is a democratic process and nobody was consulted.
Mm-hmm.
And even after the angry crowd was in there that would not leave that room, our city still passed it. I didn't even say, let's maybe think about this and maybe let's delay this to a later date. Nothing was there. But then a lot of people, off the record asked me, Wendy, what do you think is happening in our city? Is this only the issue relating to the decision making by the city? Or does this have something to do with the higher level of government? In this case, is our government of the day, is the NDP government. I know we're not supposed to touch the policies, but it's so hard not to touch the policies without actually explaining this clearly. Kenny had a chance to speak about the harm reduction. Even though I don't agree with everything that Kenny is saying or has been saying, but this is absolutely one thing that I echo. Where are the 4 pillars when we're only talking about harm reduction? Is this the way to really solve the drug addiction problems and overdose death that are actually devastating our province? The answer is what?
No.
Is it a no or yes? It's absolutely no.
No.
Because the root of the drug addiction is not lying in harm reduction. I was openly expressing that idea on Twitter, and some political partisan attack came my way. And you know what? I stand my ground. Because our party, I talked like what my fellow candidate was saying, we have a direct access to our leader every single day. I talked to him, he would reply to me in a blink of a second. I asked him before I went to this rally, I said, Kevin, where do we stand on this issue? You gotta be clear with me as a candidate. I want to know exactly where we stand. So his answer was crystal clear. He said, look, if we're in government, we are not going to be setting up this safe injection site. You have my word for it. As for the harm reduction, he said that's not the only approach, and that is not the key approach. Our key approach is to make sure that people are going to be on their way to recover. Treatment can be free. We shouldn't be handing out free drugs. Instead, we should be handing out free treatment. And you know what? When I heard that, I was very reassured that this is the right party I'm with. And I am running for the right party. And I'm running under the right banner. So what I'm trying to say is, today, I heard my friend Henry. Henry and I actually are friends. Even though we went to the different party, I tell Henry tells me, you went to a different party, you went to a wrong party, and I tell him the same thing. So we're friends. But at the end of the day, I heard him saying that, our party, like his party is actually not standing, like his party is listening. But as we all know, and I appreciate what you had just said, the time sequence doesn't really smell right to me. Because before the city shut it down, before the city said, no, we're not gonna visit this, like this is the end of the discussion. And also, after the parade, the gather in front of the city hall, we had really, really angry crowd. We had 1,000 people in front of that city hall. And then not even 24 hours later, I think it's 24 hours later, time-wise, then all of a sudden, the city said, oh, we received a letter from the Coastal Health Authority saying, oh, there is no need to set up a, safe injection site now because, there are only 26 people who died, and this is the last city we should want to do this to. But you know what? There are some media people here today, and we all know, and we all heard that our premier, E.B. Davis, and Adrian Dix, both said openly on Chinese media when they did the interview that I can even recite exactly what he said. He said, some people are telling us there's no need to do this. I tell you, for those who said there is no need to do a safe injection site, they're simply wrong. I have the clip. And for those of you who have my WeChat, you can go to my, the 置顶, right? You can visit it. I put the clip in there. That's exactly, quote unquote, from our premier. So now the question is, what made him change his idea 24 hours later? We have to think hard. We're all politicians. Kenny was right. There's only one thing that can make politicians tick, and that is your vote. When there are so many people who are angry, who are saying, no, we do not want the site in Richmond, do you think they're not scared? Don't you think they're scared of the votes not coming their way next time around? Of course, the answer is yes. Let's not kid ourselves. Mm-hmm. So that's simply really is what really behind the whole thing. So now, Chak was saying, is it going to come back? Nobody can guarantee, but I say, I guarantee is gonna come back if we have the same government, because this is fundamentally what they've been standing for. This is what their policy has been over many, many years. And they will not be NDP if they are not actually for the injection side, because it's on their platform all these years. So anyways, so I leave you guys with that, and thank you again for being here, and thank you for the organizers to do this, and I want you guys to be with us, to contact us anytime. My cell phone is 24 hours on. Never turn off my cell phone. So call me, even when I'm sleeping, when I'm like doing my errands, when I'm feeding my babies. I mean, my babies is grown up now. When even I have a family dinner, I am here to answer your phone call. And I welcome all your input, no matter where you stand, whether you are for us or against us, doesn't matter. I'm here to listen, because this is why I'm running for the parliament. I mean, running for the seat. Sorry, not the parliament, running for the seat. Sorry.
I have to interrupt.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so next speaker that we have is Michelle.